If you've ever wondered what your partner with CPTSD wishes you knew about the trauma brain, stick around because I'm about to uncover two crucial missing elements that can make all the difference in your relationship. Hi, I'm Tamara Ridge, the therapist that's been there. There are two essential missing things in the trauma brain: time and words. Let me explain them both, and then I'll tell you how you can use this information to create a safe environment for healing for both you and your partner. So the first thing is time. This means that when something that happens between you reminds your partner, even in the slightest detail, of something that happened to them in the past, the trauma brain will take over to neutralize the threat using the same survival strategies that worked for them when the original traumas happened. Now, it's important to realize that the fact that you're in a close relationship might be the only thing that can keep your partner in a ready for fight or flight state, because trauma always happens in close relationship. So one little reminder of something bad that happened to them in the past can cause the trauma brain to take over. It can be something so simple. For example, my partner accidentally set off my trauma responses early in our relationship because he brought me a cold glass of lemon water in the morning while I was sitting in bed reading. The close relationship was there as it was in childhood, and he did something nice while I was breaking the rules. I was being lazy by staying in bed to read. So his kind act was enough to remind my trauma brain that I was breaking a rule. It really can be that simple and come from actions that you intend to be loving and kind. But because there's no time in the trauma brain, broken rules always lead to consequences, even if those broken rules happened decades ago. And unless your partner has had a lot of practice in identifying what a trauma response feels like in their body, they will likely be in a trauma response and not know it and believe that they're responding to you as a real threat in real time, even if you pose no threat at all. The trauma brain is so good at this that it's set on autopilot and can act in what often felt to me like a hostile takeover of my brain. I really hated that part of the trauma brain. It does that independent of your partner's desire to be attentive and present and aware in the moment. The second thing missing in the trauma brain is words. This means that your partner is having what I call a body up experience. So to help you understand this experience, think back to a time when you were driving and suddenly another vehicle swerved into your lane. In that split second, you instinctively hit the brakes, gripped the steering wheel tighter, and you felt a surge of adrenaline. It was an immediate reaction to avoid a potential collision, and it reflects the fight or flight response, as your body was prepared to protect itself from harm. This is what your partner experiences every time they think, because of the trauma brain response to having no time, that you're a threat to them in real time. So imagine your body going into this state on a daily basis, even several times a day. So if you put both of these things together, the absence of time and the absence of words, you can imagine how difficult it would be to have simple day-to-day interactions without feeling out of control. Remember, the trauma responses always show up whenever you step on a hidden landmine that is tucked away in your partner's trauma brain and marked as a danger zone. Could be something as simple as doing something kind while your partner is doing something for self-care. There will be more about that in my videos coming forward. The other things your partner might want you to know but can't tell you. This fight or flight response that comes because there's no time and no words is a regular experience of someone that has complex post-traumatic stress disorder struggling to be a good partner. What does this mean for you? There are several things to keep in mind. First, when you notice that your partner's having a strong or a big reaction to something and it feels out of proportion to what's actually happening in the moment, stay calm. Recognize that your partner may not be feeling safe. No matter how they're acting, it's informed by a sense of lack of safety. Second thing to do is look at what's happening and at your own responses so that you can revisit the situation after both of you are calm. And finally, after you are both calm, have a conversation focusing on what your partner was feeling and how you can help them to feel safe when something similar shows up in the future. I would encourage you to ask. Your partner is really likely to know what they would prefer for you to do that would help them feel safe and grounded again. If you're looking to transform your relationship and enhance feelings of love after childhood trauma, consider joining my 10-week Healing Hearts Bootcamp. It's designed to help you and your partner heal and grow through the process that I've developed for helping couples heal together. Find more information and sign up details in the description below. Take that step toward healing your relationship. It's the same things that I use in my individual coaching and individual counseling with clients, just in a group format. And of course, if you found this video helpful and want more insights into what your partner with CPTSD wishes you knew but can't say, please subscribe. I have videos coming your way that will help. I'm Tamara Ridge, the therapist that's been there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.